Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to Megabonk. We were gonna start saving up for the extra weapon unlock. We've done a bunch of challenges already. Maybe we should go for a tier 2 completion on camera, but this is also interesting. You only have 6 minutes to win. Kill all bosses. Speedrunner. Should be easy enough with our favorite speedy boy, Calcium. It's Thursday today. Already went for a nice little run this morning. Well, little run. I did a 10k, which used to be insurmountable for me, but now it is kind of... Does the timer run? No, the timer stops when you are in this screen. It's the regular run distance I do right now. It's my main aim is always to run 10ks. And sometimes it goes easily, sometimes I just vibe and everything is a-okay and I'm just loving the running aesthetics. Sometimes my legs feel heavy as shit and I am wondering why the fuck did I not pick a hobby like chess or something, or reading Das Kapital over and over again and in a literary sense analyzing it. Why do I have to go running? Why do I torment myself? But then other moments I realize that it is because running is actually so fun. Like really, I don't want any of these. I want some damage, and we need some damage. We don't need sustainability, we need damage because we need to clear out this run as quickly as possible. I was gonna say maybe doing this, what I'm doing right now, trying to kill these elites, is not the most beneficial action towards that, but hey, we're just trying out things here. And I just remembered that I need to remember to move around and not just stand still next to these elites, because my buddy Wim told me that my damage is actually dependent on my current speed and not my maximum speed. I have the supervision moment planned for today, the one that I was preparing, or I was talking about the preparations in another video. Today is the day. I'm not opposed to it, I'm not dreading it, I'm not feeling like I don't want to go. Am I really looking forward to it? I think that's also too big of an expression. Let's move a little bit, shall we? Because we haven't opened any chests yet, because we were so busy trying to kill these people from this challenge altar. I think in reality we would be better off opening up some chests at the start. I'm not gonna press the boss altar. I will go for the Shrine of Greed, sure, but... Okay, the boss portal is already here. That is interesting. That is helpful. Now we know where we need to go towards the end of our run. And we have collected quite a lot of gold already, so a bunch of chests one after another. And that is a nice item to get early as well, especially when we are still opening the chest. So, all in all, I think we're doing okay, but I think we do need to kind of up the tempo a little bit. Just a little bit. After that supervision, which I'm not dreading but not looking forward to such a large extent, I have a little coffee date planned with a good friend of mine. And then after that I have one client, intervision at work. Supervision is with somebody kind of above you, if you will, so a therapist that has a whole bunch of knowledge in a field already, a whole bunch of experience. Intervision is with your colleagues, everybody a bit on the same level. Although I must say I have some colleagues that I really look up to, and I feel like they are kind of on a higher level than me already, but they have been working for a longer time than me as well. So I guess it makes sense that I feel that way. But they don't give me that feeling. I think that's one of the favorite parts about the place I work, is that nobody feels better than another person, even though we have some different opinions sometimes, because there are different schools of therapy and some people in our group practice are inclined to think in certain schools and other people are inclined to think in other schools. I'm in a bit of a hassle, but I put myself here. We still get along quite... That was just stupid. Get along quite nicely. And we are actually able to use the fact that we are such an interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary team to our advantage, because we can just listen to each other's opinions, realize that there is merit and worth in all different forms of therapy. The only thing that we are missing is some psychoanalytical insights. But I'm glad we missed that, because that sucks. That sucks. Okay, give me some extra movement speed. And for God's sake, stop standing still, Vincent. You know that you deal more damage when you're moving around. That was a joke, by the way. I really do believe that every single therapy has its merits, has its benefits, also has its downsides, for sure. I'll go for a little power-up multiplier. I'll go for a little movement speed tome. And the perfect world is kind of right down the middle, you know? A world where everybody can learn from everybody and nobody holds any prejudice towards like, oh, what are they doing? In their school of therapy, they have some weird ideas. No, we all need to collude, we all need to work together, we all need to strive towards the same goals, which is helping clients. I digress. And then after that, I just have a chill evening planned ahead. I'm desperately trying to have my agenda be clear a little bit more often, but it is still a struggle, I'll tell you that much. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for me to not plan anything, to really just have some time on my own spent doing whatever I want. I mean, I always have things to fill up my agenda, that's not a problem. I always know what to do, it's not that I'm ever bored. It's just that, that pull of social contact, man. It is too strong. It is too strong to resist. I'm looking for a gun. I don't want the lightning staff again. I really think that with the current build archetype we are constantly looking for with calcium, the gun is necessary. I will go for a scarf here, I think, and I will try to jump around a little bit because we are focused on movement, so jumping is also a safe bet to focus on, I think. I'm not gonna go for aura. I'm more into the range build type of shit. So we are still looking for that gun upgrade. This evening I will then probably spend reading a bit, maybe focusing on music a little bit more. I'll go for some more lifesteal. I think that is handy to get yourself out of a pickle, like when you are getting crushed from above by a slime. Which is also what happened last night when I dropped by your mom's place. That's a nice little chest upgrade. And I will go for the movement speed upgrade. Another... Wait, where did that chest come from? Oh, we got the level upgrade first, I think. And then did we get the actual reward chest, if I'm not mistaken. I also got a burst of motivation yesterday from watching Kai Cenat's video. Weirdly enough, a video about him quitting content creation motivated me to do more content creation because he had such a... I don't want to drop off that edge. He had such a beautiful view on things. Really enjoyed listening to him exploring together with his mom, which was also a nice part of the video. He was having some deep talks with his mom. Exploring like what it means, or meant for him rather, to be a content creator and how his values and priorities in life are now shifting and he wants to do something different with his time, with his creative energy, with his life. And he has decided to make his own clothing brand. And it looked like he was taking it quite seriously. Like really, we have the scarf. Is that this friend that we have the scarf? I think we do, right? Yeah, we do. So we should be jumping more often. I'm sorry. It was inspiring. It was inspiring to see somebody that has grinded so hard when it comes to content creation lately, that has really rocked the world of Twitch and had quickly rose to fame and to becoming like maybe next to Speed, the most well-known streamer of the last 5 years. Speed being I show Speed, of course. I will go for an epic bone upgrade. To now saying, okay, I had my run, I had my fun, that was nice, that was cool, I'm gonna leave it all behind now, but in a really... Uh-oh. Okay, that was a nice fall damage negation by hugging the wall. In a really mentally sound, logical, and both emotionally intelligent way. Really in a sense of like, I feel that I did my thing in this realm of the content creation world, and now I want to do something differently. And I guess that kind of motivated me, not because I necessarily want to get away from the type of content that I am creating right now, but I think in the future, I mean, who knows where it will bring me. And that was counterbalanced, that was counteracted, that burst of motivation to work on this so that I can work on something else later, was actually counterbalanced by a bunch of videos I saw lately popping up on my feed on different social media platforms of people saying like, hey, If you are a content creator, create. Just make things. Just do stuff. Put stuff online. And that's, I think, my vision towards the music I make and towards the... Ooh, yeah. And towards the poetry I write. But maybe not necessarily towards YouTube. There's more perfectionism that often creeps in here. I think I might go for this shrine. And then maybe I will just go for the boss challenge already. Because I feel like we definitely have the damage. It's not that hard. But I want to make sure that I keep track of my timer a little bit. Give me some extra jumps to have more airtime to make... I don't want any of these. I want this. To make my scarf pop off even more. Okay, our movement speed is going through the roof. I think with this amount of movement speed, we have some time to still roam around the map for 1 second. This altar of suck is not really going to do anything because we just had one. But maybe if we can find a challenge altar, maybe we can find something like this. Like a shrine of the Maui right together with a regular old shrine. With 2 regular old shrines that have the Venn diagrams intertwining. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Our movement speed is really, really, really high right now. Give me some shield, some survivability right now, and some knockback, some more survivability is nice. Let's open up some chests while we are here. And I think slowly but surely we should definitely start making our way back over to the boss portal. Maybe this shrine still, and then we really have to go. Let's go through the top corner though, because if we find another shrine... Okay, an epic crit chance upgrade that I guess makes it very, very much worth our while to move across the map towards this position. Open another chest or 2. Is there another shrine along our path here? Or something else of interest? I'm not really into the microwave at this point in time. Don't see any golden chests lying around. Altar of the Maui here again. Let's increase crit chance a little bit more. Shady guy. Let's increase attack speed. Open up this spot. Open up this spot. I don't want to interrupt the bush right now, but don't get it twisted. I know that we still have to mingle with that guy. Let's grab this upgrade and then let's fly over to the boss altar and hope that we can still use this upgrade to clear it. So the thing is, I presumed that at 6 minutes the final swarm would start. That the crux of this challenge, the meat and potatoes of it, was just you have less time before things get chaotic. But that is extremely dumb of me, is what I realize now. Because I mean, well, obviously you just have 6 minutes to complete the run. It's a speedrunner challenge. It's not a, oh, you have to hurry up a little bit challenge. No, you need to be goddamn quick. You need to get your ass on the move, Private. That was... Okay, some people might be a little bit pissed off about that. Some people might think that I'm... Oh yeah, give it to me. Some people might think that I am... I should have taken the agility tome right there. Just lengthening the video to keep you guys engaged with my content a little bit longer. That is not the case. The reality of the fact is that I am just a stupid son of a bitch. Because it's really like so obvious that this is actually the nature of the challenge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you are or if you were yelling at your screen. Rightfully so. That was dumb, stupid, insubordinate, and churlish. It's my bad. I apologize. It's not as bad as running through a forest in Japan and filming a person that committed suicide, but I do feel like an apology video might be in order here. Just, I think, out of respect for your guys' time, that does seem to be the most logical approach to this situation. I am wondering whether every single first elite always drops a chest, because I do get this feeling inside my bones, and it does go electric when I turn it on. That is an interesting location for a challenge altar. Okay, name of the game. Get your act together a little bit again. Move around, jump up and get down. But just go to the shrines, go to the pots, go to the chests. And at 6 minutes, make sure you have killed the boss already. Because it's obviously also not going to be start the boss fight, no. At 6 minutes you will have to have killed the boss. So we need to take that into account. We need to pop our head back onto our shoulders. And think about what we are doing a little bit more soundly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I think I've said it enough though, and I'm gonna stop saying it. I just skipped up on revolver. I'm gonna stop saying it before it gets annoying. Just one more time maybe. I'm also sorry for not taking the revolver. But hey, sometimes in life you have to wait. Sometimes in life you don't have to take what's handed to you. You have to work for it. Are they intertwined? Oh yes, they are. If we thread the needle exactly at the right position, beautiful. Give me an extra jump. Give me extra size. Apparently that makes some projectiles and things like aura and potentially X's larger, but doesn't have anything to do with the hitbox or anything like that. That's what my buddy Wim has told me. I guess he is some kind of Megabonk expert at this point in time, because he really has been investing quite a lot of time and effort into the game. I'm investing a lot of time and effort into reading. I spent a bunch of time yesterday reading an article written by a person whom I've received group therapy from already in my therapist education. A person that I find very inspiring, because she is just really wise. She is also client-centered like I am, but she has more tricks up her sleeve. She kind of does what I talked about in our multidisciplinary group practice, but she does that on her own because she has just learned about a whole couple of different theories and approaches in the field. And I really appreciate her for all that she writes, all that she does, all that she entails. Oh, I want that nuke because I just picked up power up multiplier rather, so I think this is gonna deal quite some damage. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I think we have enough XP tomes now. The chest is down there, right? Yeah, okay. Let's descend this massive mountain in the middle of the map again. And go over towards the chest. The text was about attachment in therapy. And about how attaching in therapy is kind of an analogy, or kind of symbolizes broader attachment in life. As in towards your primary caregivers and stuff, but also your attachment to life. Especially with suicidal clients, right? You have to learn to let go in order to really be there together with them. Because if you are constantly... Yeah, I'll do that. If you are constantly worried about keeping them alive, and that's all your therapy is about keeping them alive, you will never be able to fully understand where they are coming from. And they will feel that. They will feel not fully understood, because they will feel like, oh, my therapist really is not able to deal with these feelings that I am feeling of wanting to die. I should save him from it. I should spare him from it. Are we ever gonna find enough money to deal with that shady fella? I do hope so, but maybe not in a run that only lasts 6 minutes. Let's head over to this shrine at the top here. No, let's not. Let's just head over to the boss portal. Don't make the same mistake 3 times in a row. I don't know if we have enough damage, to be honest, right now to clear this shit out. I will go for that Maui portal right here. Maui altar, because that is free. And a movement speed upgrade is actually quite substantial, quite beneficial towards us when we're playing Calcium. So I am glad I did that. But now, I really should be moving along towards the boss altar. I don't think I have actual time to gather more shrines. I will deal with this guy then. And he has a cheaper Dragonfire for some reason. That might save the run, but I think we're just not gonna have enough damage to clear this out, to be honest. Let's try. Let's give it our best shot. Lil Bark, 11k HP. We don't really have that many items that help us out in this fight either, so we are just gonna have to rely on pure damage. Moving around in circles, surrounding him, not dying in the process. That evasion ring is not really gonna be what we need in order to really clear this out. Yeah, I think we're gonna lag the damage. And then the question rises, like, do we try... Oh. Okay, does that change things up? Do we try again? Or is that for another episode? Because, well, I can't just try the same challenge 15 times in a row in one single video, can I? Maybe I can. Watch me. Watch me both whip and nay. I think we are too late with our weapons, maybe. And a difficulty increase is not really what we're looking for. Let's upgrade our weapons now as much as we can. And let's not die in the process. We don't have any lifesteal. We don't really have any life regen. We have a little bit of a shield, but we also should make sure that we don't jump from too high and kill ourselves, is what I was saying while being airborne. Yeah, this run is not gonna make it, right? This run is definitely not gonna make it. And is it just gonna stop? It probably is. Presumably it is. That's a little bit too late. That legendary bow upgrade, I mean, I am grateful, but goodbye. Okay. Okay, hear me out. One final attempt. One final attempt. Focus on the game. Make sound decisions. Don't pass up on a revolver in the early game. Just focus on the game a little bit for a second. You know we like commentary here on the Onkruid channel, but the game is also important, because otherwise it will become annoying as hell if we don't clear this out right now, because I almost feel obliged then to do it off camera, to be honest, because I can't show you guys the same content over and over and over and over again. That's already helpful. A nice attack speed upgrade right from the get-go. Let's slide down this mountain and gather up this shrine, because I don't want to be here after this. This is way too big of a chasm that has nothing to offer. Some more attack speed, yes. Let's also just take the time to look at the actual upgrades offered and not just immediately press the button as soon as the screen pops up. Some patience, some mindfulness, some awareness. I think that is what we need. I don't really want any of these. I think I will go for a regular old damage stone, because damage is definitely what we need in order to succeed. And we need a little bit of luck with our items. Some HP regen. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's remember, or try to remember, the 5th of November, but also that there is a magnet there for later on in the run. And we have found our boss portal already. That is also helpful. Again, I'm not gonna go for the sword. I am much more inclined to go for a range build. Crits have a chance to heal me. That is nice versatility and nice defensiveness, but it's not necessarily what we need right now. I can blow all of these guys up by moving next to them, and that will be a free chest. That's a little Megabonk inside information for you there. That's a little nice tip. If your challenge altar, whatever its name is, spawns those kinds of enemies, you don't have to kill all of them. Okay, I'll grab the XP tome, I guess. And I think at this point in time, yeah. Choose an item to clone. Yes, please. I don't need all that regen. Give me more attack speed. Do we get it automatically? No, we need to pick it up as well, right? There we go. So now we have even more attack speed and we have a little bit less regen, because I feel like we don't need it in this challenge. Bush. You keep you drive a hard bargain. Give me even more attack speed. Give me crit chance. Okay, we're making sound decisions right now because we are taking more than 1 second to think about them. And I guess lifesteal is also fine, but now we have enough defensive upgrades. Some people might have advised me to go for gold gain there, but I stand by what I did. I think I will go for projectile speed, because these bones need to fly across the map a little bit more quickly and pummel these goblins in the head. This might be helpful. Don't be thorns. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's okay. Give me a damage tome upgrade. I am looking for a gun, a bow, a fire staff, and death. I'm also looking for death, because sometimes death is the sweet release that we are all inclined to look for. Am I bad at the game? Did I lose it? Should I quit? Should I retire? Should I follow Kai Cenat and just realize that life is too difficult for me? Or maybe I should just stick with what I know works and really focus on getting that gun, getting that crit chance, and not try and be creative with it, not try and be frenzy with it. Miss me with that lightning staff. Miss me with that banana ring. We know what we are here for. Hit me up with some luck though. That's what we're here for too. Beautiful. Okay. And give me an epic upgrade right from the start. Well, that's too much to ask, but the glasses, they are also nice. They are also nice. Okay. Game plan. Traverse across the map more quickly as we used to be prone to do. Yes, sure. And just do what you know is right. Do what you know is a sound decision. Open up all the pots. Interact with all the altars that you find. Maybe even the boss altars. Who knows what life will bring us. But don't just slouch around. Go for another bone upgrade. But definitely look for Hello Bush. Look for that revolver as quickly as possible. That's nice. More crit chance is also nice. We know crit chance works. We have been focused on it. Not enough. Not nearly enough. Let's go for a boss curse, because we are the stupidest motherfuckers out there. And this run, This run is gonna be it. This run is gonna be for all the marbles. We are in such a dead zone of the map, and we keep getting hit. I am almost inclined to just quit this run and restart, because we have made so many sus decisions already, but no. That's not how we are in the Onkruid channel. You know what? I'll go one step further. Let me drop down here. Does this work? Do I not take fall damage now? Yes, okay. So the wall hugger really applies to all walls. Goodbye, cruel world. It was nice knowing you. I don't know why the enemies are already this strong, but I guess I am just gonna lose again. And out of shame, I will then do an off-camera run until I get to the end point. I don't want any of these. Until I get to the end point, and then I will interact with you guys again, I think. Because, man, am I making a fool out of myself, right? Like, this is insane, the difficulty I have with this challenge. It should be not a walk in the park, of course, but I mean, I can complete a run within 6 minutes. What is wrong with me? What's feeling off today? Am I too tired from the run after all? Is my brain fried to a too large extent to really be able to... Okay, give me the attack speed tone to really be able to play Megabonk, but Megabonk shouldn't be a game that requires too much brain power, I think. In fact, it would be, I think, one of the games requiring the least amount of brain power out there at this point in time. So, just get my head out of my ass, get my shit together, safe and sound. I feel like I want to continue talking about that article that I read, because I barely finished like one thought about it. She compared it to this kind of parable. This parable of an ant and a cricket, about how the cricket was slouching around all summer, just singing, while the ant was constantly at work, never at ease, constantly working on gathering enough resources to survive through the winter. And then when winter came, the cricket was like, "Oh, ant, I'm sorry for doubting your hard work ethic. Please let me come inside your home. Let me enjoy the warmth inside here. Let me also eat some of the food that you have collected, some of the resources." And the ant was like, "Hell nah, brother. You were singing your song while I was working all summer. I'm not gonna share the benefits of my hard labor with you. You should have thought about this earlier. You should have made a better game plan. You should have made more sound decisions." And she was talking about that in a sense of like how some clients sometimes act like the ant, and they do everything in their power to get attached to you, but that is not real attachment. They, for example, try to really think about like, "Oh, what does my therapist think about me, and how do I appeal to their needs more, and what type of client do they really want me to be?" Give me 1 second. So yeah, some clients, they actually try to predict your every move. They try to realize what you are thinking about, what you're thinking about them, and they try to attune to that, they try to appeal to that, they try to please you in that sense. And that is not beneficial towards an actual attachment, towards a real relationship. Because they are seeing you in a kind of I-it manner, in Martin Buber's words. And they are not seeing you as the real, whole human being you are yourself. And as a part of the interaction... Ooh, acid calcium. As a part of the interaction, as a person in the interaction, rather, that shouldn't be the main focus. The goal of therapy is for sure not for them to please you, for them to say exactly what you want to hear. Okay, the final swarm is incoming. I was like, okay, and what do we do now? But I guess we survive as long as possible. Apparently, all I had to do was shut up for 6 minutes, and that made the run very much doable for me. And it was quite a nice run where we did get our revolver, we got some projectile count tome action, we got a bunch of upgrade power. Yeah, everything went smoothly. But it was in silence, so it is gonna be cut out. Even though I said I wasn't gonna edit anymore, but you guys don't want to watch me play a whole Megabonk run in silence. At least let me put on some New Order Blue Monday shit then. Why is the timer not running down? Is this bugged? Or is the timer just bugged, and is it becoming more difficult? Because otherwise we might be here for eternity until I maybe kill myself from fall damage or something. Like, what's happening? It does seem to be like they are getting stronger because I am not one-shotting everything anymore. There's a little stray goblin still here in between all these ghost friends. And some other clients, those clients that I just talked about, here are the black ghosts. Those clients that I just talked about are more related to the end. They are trying to desperately do everything in their power to survive, to appeal and appease, to make sure that they are liked, that you like them. And other clients, the crickets, they don't want to get attached at all. They don't want to let you in. They don't want to form an actual relationship with you. And those are also problematic. They also need help. Well, we did unlock a bunch of silver. That is epic. That is epic. Okay. I am gonna save up. Don't get it twisted. I am saving up for another weapon slot because that will be a game changer. But that is cool. I'm not gonna do it, but that is cool. 125. Next episode, first run we do, will give us enough silver to complete that or to buy that upgrade. Thank you for watching. It was a tough one today. Hope to see you in the next one though. Bye bye.